Hey guys, I'm in my son's room again. I haven't talked to you in a very long time. Well, I've been on Facebook Live a few times. Um, After my runs and things like that, I try to get on there and talk a little bit. But it's been a long time since I've done an actual video. And I wanted to update you on a couple things and a couple changes, things that are going on, and make sure everybody's doing okay. We had a good month, Brain Aneurysm Awareness Month, I thought. I tried to put out as much material as I could with the ups and downs as life rolls along. But I've got a new neurologist appointment coming up on Monday, and he's supposed to be really well liked and listen to what you say, which is one of the most important things that I've had problems with here lately is nobody listening to me. And I don't know. I'm talking about the ADD part or the ADHD or whatever part of this recovery process. And the running helps. Like I've been running every day and it does help. But then there's when you come home and you can't watch TV, you can't enjoy just your normal day-to-day things because your brain's just like da-da-da-da-da-da, like going really fast and you can't concentrate or calm down and you want to do things. And, for the longest time I thought, well, it's depression, it's anxiety, it's got to be bipolar and all this. And now I'm not so sure because they put me on a medication for ADD and it has changed everything. And he said that most brain-related anxiety, like because the energy I have is nervous energy. It's not energy like you would want, like that you could, go work out for hours, but it's nervous energy. And that's the kind of energy you don't want, And the Adderall is helping, but it only helps for so long, and I can't sleep. So, and when I do sleep, I'm having like severe nightmares, and I even had sleep paralysis issue the other day that really scared me. I woke up and like this part of my face was numb, and I couldn't talk, and then I couldn't move my arms and stuff, and I don't know what's going on with the nightmare thing. They put me on something for PTSD for nightmares, and it's like I'll have a nightmare, but it's not as bad. But I'm talking nightmares, like screaming in the night and fighting Josh, and it's been pretty interesting, and it's all because my brain is just moving so fast, and I've just got so much going on in there that I can't relax. I can't chillax, as they say. But I hope everybody is safe. I hope this COVID-19 doesn't have everybody down. I know it's really tough staying in and trying to make sure you got everything, especially when you have some deficits. It's hard to remember everything when you go to the store, and it's hard to remember, wash your hands, don't touch this, da-da-da-da. But, the local family that my husband delivers mail to, is going through that horrible thing, and they took all the right precautions. They took every precaution that you're supposed to take, and he would come home from work and strip down all the clothes that he wore from work and, sanitize himself before he even came in the house near the kids. And he still ended up with it, and he's still on the ventilator fighting for his life. And they don't get to see him. They don't get to talk to him. They don't get to, encourage him and hold his hand. And, they've gone weeks without seeing him now. And I can imagine, like, if that was my husband, not being able to sit by his side and hold his hand. And we don't think about stuff like that, We don't think about how that is affecting these families and those little girls, missing their daddy and stuff like that. It just kills me inside. And, I want everybody to be praying for them and pray for Aunt Kay. Pray for Kay for me. I started a GoFundMe, and I know it's a really tough time for everybody financially, and I know it's really hard. But every dollar, if you donate $1, if you donate $5, that adds up a lot. And, I try to add as many friends as possible to Facebook so that I can try to happy birthday everybody to death and keep up with people. And it's sometimes hard, but I try to, because that's my only social outlet where I'm pretty antisocial when it comes to going out and stuff. I get so nervous. That Facebook and all these social media things that people say that people sometimes make fun of. I'm a social media person and it's made for people like us that really need, that human contact but don't have any humans around. So, don't knock it, because it does help. And I like to make little goofy videos. I like to make people laugh, and it gives me something to do. So I started a little TikTok, being silly with Allie and Allie Kerr, which is another survivor. But when you think everything's getting better and you think everything's doing well, there's always something there. There's always something else that's going to come along and put you back in your place, I guess. But as far as the depression and the anxiety, like that has gotten a lot worse, or a lot better. I apologize. It's gotten a lot better. And the Adderall and the ADHD medicine is helping a lot, but it's not helping enough, and because it wears off, and then I have so much of that in there that it's like I'm still, like, I'll forget and turn the stove on and walk off, burn things a lot. I'll forget and leave clothes in the washer and forget to put them in the dryer, and then have to rewash and let them soak and get, I still struggle. And I may look fine on the outside. Everything may look just chipper. But, my speech is still struggling. My thought process is still struggling. And I still struggle day to day. But I am blessed. I'm so blessed, and I know that. I say that a million times a day. And, we're in a position right now where we're trying to make a decision, because I haven't drove in these 3 years, and I tried to make my hair curly today, but I don't have a vehicle, because I haven't had a vehicle since, like, right after the stroke and everything happened. My vehicle broke down, of course, and we'd never had any problems with it whatsoever, but of course it quit running. So I've been without a vehicle for 3 years, and it kind of makes you feel, which right now I don't need to go anywhere anyway, but I'm just saying, like, having that freedom to get out and go somewhere instead of having to ask somebody for a ride is such a, like, I didn't realize what a blessing it was to have a vehicle until it's taken away, and you're like, wow, but, I thought about doing different things to keep busy, doing different things for you all. If you have any ideas, I can do a little cooking show. I can show you how to do the greens and the skinny brew like I use. And I've been using Josh Tell's Thrive. And I've been using Thrive for the past month. And it really does give you the energy that I didn't think. It's expensive. But you think of all the money we spend on hair and nails and makeup and things like that. If you took that money and you put it towards your health and wellness and losing weight and not with any just joke products. I'm talking about products that are tried and true. And if you want to know the good products, just ask me, because I've tried them all. Because the neurofatigue gets so bad, you can't stand it. So, the Thrive, it's like a 3-step system. You have, like, the patches, the shake, and the pills that you take. But I'm so in love with my It Works, where I sell it. I love the greens and the skinny brew, and it does make you lose weight, and it gives you energy. So I've kind of combined the two in a way, and I've been doing a little bit better with the running, because the ADHD makes it a little bit tough to concentrate on my breathing when I'm running, because it's so bad. But there's this new medication. I don't know if anybody of you have heard of it. It's called modafinil. I don't know, something like that. But it doesn't treat anxiety. It doesn't treat the same things that the Adderall does. But it's a little stronger and it lasts longer. And that's my biggest thing, is, like, I want to be able to watch a show with my husband. I want to be able to sleep in the same room as my husband and not be so fidgety that I drive everybody crazy, you know. And I don't know. I was getting kind of hopeless there for a while, and I've been reading online, and I'm like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to find a good doctor. And then all of a sudden, my regular doctor was like, I can get you in with this wonderful neurologist if you want to get in with him. And because, you know, he knew I was leaving my neurology office crying every time I went. So he found this guy and got me in right away. And I thought it would have to be a over the phone kind of deal, but I guess they're going to see me in person. So we're going to get that taken care of. And then I have my biopsy and all that stuff coming up next week. So I'll keep you informed on that. I have positive outlook. Standing on top of it. You know, as soon as I discovered a lump, because of Aunt Kay's stage 2 serious cancer, and the history of cancer in our family, I'm going to take it serious, and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. But it's spooky. But I go to Edwards Cancer Center, I think, next week. I don't know, I think it's Tuesday. But I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated. But I don't know how many of you suffer from that ADD, ADHD that have had a brain trauma or any trauma. Because they say that other things, you know, just strokes in general, heart attacks, things like that. Like you can develop the attention deficit problems, you know, and it has a lot to do with my speech problems and a lot of with my thought processes and things like that. And when I get nervous, it gets 10 times worse. But and that happens a lot. I get nervous a lot. But I really have no reason to get nervous, but I get that way. Check out this hat. Like, look how cool. Like, you can do, it's got sequins on it. I got it through Hello Pink when I sold through Hello Pink. But I didn't make any money because I don't know a lot of people, you know. You don't realize, I don't know a lot of people. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people, but I don't have close enough people that would buy stuff from me like that. You know, I've been trying to sell It Works and I'm a passionate person about it because I love the all natural. I love the non-GMO, all that stuff. And I like to take care of my body rather than, like, you know, I color my own hair. I paint my own fingernails. And I don't have a problem with people that don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I do all that so that I can spend a little bit of money on supplements and things that aid the vitamin D deficiency, the B12 deficiency, the anxiety and all that other stuff, you know. Because It Works has that product. Sorry, I'm talking so much about stuff like that, but it's got a product. It's called Energy, and it's green. It's got a lot of vitamin C in it, and it actually helps with my depression and anxiety. So it's like a double, not a double whammy, but a double fantastic-y thing. Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of big decisions coming up here soon. A lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of things like that, especially with Josh. Josh has got a lot of doctor's appointments coming up too, so we need prayer for him. And please, if you can, pray for my Aunt Kay. Pray for her. She's in a lot of pain. You know, she's had those surgeries and she's waiting on care that she can't afford because she doesn't have any insurance, and she's got to come up with like 30 G's just to get this scan done to see how far it's spread to her abdomen. You know, it's already been in her lymph nodes, and then they've had to do surgery there, and it's just really scary. It's really scary. She's my last family member that actually gives a crap about me. And, you know, because when you lose loved ones, like when I lost my mom and dad, like people judge you and they're hard on you, and you lose family members and you lose friends, and people don't want to deal with you because you're so sad. And it's hard to deal with. And I deal with the fact that I don't have any physical friends really good, I think. you know, and, you know, my online support groups are fabulous. I don't know what I would have done without them. I wouldn't have got through this without them. There's no way. But I tell you what, the brain aneurysm groups, I wouldn't give anything for them. I mean, they're just wonderful. And you can talk about anything, anytime. And they understand that, you know, what you see is not always what you get. You know, you can look at me and say, well, she's fine. You know, she's doing fine. Everything's fine. But I am nothing like I used to be, you know. And your confidence level, like the confidence level thing, that hurts me more than anything, is because, you know, you want to believe in yourself and you want to push yourself. And I do believe in myself, and I do believe that I can accomplish things. But the self-esteem issue, because you're not the same and you're not doing this big, using my degree with my career and supporting my family and doing all this stuff. You know, I try to sell my clothes and boutique items online, and I try to do that, you know, and then I don't make a lot of money doing that, but it keeps me busy and it keeps me sane, and it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? But expect a lot more videos come out here soon, because I've decided that whether people watch them or not, I'm going to start making some, because it makes me feel good to get things out, to notify people that, you know, this is a real condition, that just because you can't see it, you know, just because you can't see this big scar that's on the top of my head where they opened my skull and drilled in on my brain and did all that operation, you know, I'll never be the same. I'm just not. And I accepted that, but the public is so hard on people, you know, and I realize that more and more every day around people that struggle. You can almost spot a TBI person from a mile away when they're at the card reader trying to get their card to read and they don't understand what's going on, you know. But regardless, I love each and every one of you. You've been so good, and I thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all this. I know I'm not a professional. I know I'm not the most exciting, fantastic, fabulous thing to watch, but, you know, I'm not too bad. You could do worse. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. And, you know, Josh is still working through the pandemic because of his job. He has to. And he's staying safe. He's wearing gloves and all that stuff. And I'm staying in as much as possible, except for all the medication and doctor's appointments I've got to do. But a lot of them are on the phone now, which is weird, but, you know, I kind of like it. But I'll be going stir crazy here soon, so if you see a few more videos, just check them out, you know. Check them out. You might learn something. You never know. You know, I used to be pretty smart. But I love you guys very much, and I hope you're having a wonderful, what is today? It is it Friday? Saturday. It's Saturday. Okay. So have a wonderful Saturday evening, and have a wonderful Sunday, and I will talk to you maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? But I appreciate you watching. I really do. Thanks, guys. God bless.